Hi guys, my name is Serge and you're watching Hex Gambling News, a channel about news and events from the world of gambling and everything that has to do around it. Well, if you feel bad in the year 2018, or even if it was bad for you, let me make you even more happier. Well, in that if you rejoice with the misfortunes of other people. Actually, the year 2018 was pretty bad for William Hill Company, and I'm sure you have heard this name before because it's the biggest names in the business. The company was created by William Hill in 1934, and it's based in the UK. Today, the organization offers online betting along with casino, poker, and bingo games. It's listed on the London Stock Exchange and currently has a value of over £4 billion. William Hill established the company to offer a postal and telephone betting service. Customers would send checks and place their wagings well in advance of the events they were betting on. At the time, the gambling industry was neither legal nor regulated in the United Kingdom. With no governing body and no legal requirement for bookmakers to even pay out winning bets, there was a great opportunity for an honest operator. William Hill began to establish its reputation of reliability, and its system stayed in place for many years until betting shops were declared legal. In 1961, betting shops became legal in the UK. In 1970, William Hill retired, and the company was operated successfully for many years until being sold to Grand Metropolitan in 1988. And then later it was sold once again. And then in 1999, once again. Over the next few years, it began to explore potential acquisitions of 3 land-based betting businesses in the United States, with a view to obtaining a US gaming license. In 2012, these acquisitions were completed and William Hill was awarded a gaming license in Nevada by the Nevada Gaming Commission. William Hill acquired the Australian operations of gambling site SportingBet in 2013 and also purchased an option on their Spanish operations. In the same year, it purchased Playtech's stake in William Hill's Online to gain complete ownership of the organization. Today, William Hill is a well-known and trusted brand in the online gambling with a sizable customer base. Whew. That's just a short story about it. If you wish to find out more and to learn more about it, please do visit the site. Well, as you can see, William Hill's company was absolutely great. And also, as you can see, it became absolutely bad. And now we will discuss the reasons this huge company, had its downturns as well. In 2018, William Hill appealed against a fine of $300,000 issued by the Netherlands Gaming Committee for offering online games and purchasing customers in the Netherlands that didn't have an iGaming license. The regulator penalized the bookmaker for offering online games of chance to Dutch consumers via the William.com website, right? And 2 more mobile applications. So what? I mean, to be honest, if you don't know, gambling is prohibited in the Netherlands, but I must tell you, the players were quite happy with the gambling and the betting system. Yeah, I know, terribly stupid, but wait, there is more. Players were offered the payment solutions for processing deposits and withdrawals. Well, this would be only possible if that person had a Netherlands bank account. You know what I'm saying? So what would you do if you, let's say, were firmly grabbed by a sly trial and gas? That sounded weird. Of course you would do something to show your innocence, right? Of course you would. Man, oh man, I love these trials. René Jensen, chairman of the Executive Board of Regulators, says if gamblers work with illegal operators, it means that they don't really have protection. Well, they have no protection, it means that there is no supervision. So it's quite obvious that these people are conducting businesses maybe illegally and of course not fair. Well, and this is where the KSA guys step in, right? Because these guys know what fair means. Most strangely, many companies have been fined with the same sum for the same, charges for non-payment and non-blocking a Dutch player. Many companies have been on the process of appealing the charges or have already appealed the charges. Interestingly, this is not the only one big problem for William Hill Company. In February 2018, William Hill Company was again fined for around £6.2 million for not being able to provide protection to his customers, and of course, most important thing everybody deals with, money laundering. The Gambling Commission said that over the 2 years to August 2016, they were unable to spot bad gambling. All these irregulations having to do with it. Well, thus, breaching the anti-money laundering and the social responsibility regulations. Tim Miller, executive director of the Gambling Commission, said that there were specific warning points in bad gambling which Mr. Miller didn't pick up on, and especially with the spending patterns of the customers. Neil McArthur, executive director of the regulator, said that they were ready to use the full range of their powers in order to make gambling safer and more fair. Way to go, guys. Way to go. Gambling businesses have a responsibility to ensure that they keep crime out of gambling and tackle problem gambling. And as part of that, they must be constantly curious about where the money they are taking is coming from. The Commission said that William Hill was unable to adequately seek any information regarding the funds, the source of the funds, or even to establish whether there were, problem gamblers. As part of its investigation, the Commission found out that only one customer was able to deposit around £500,000 over 14 months. When William Hill's staff assumed that this customer, earned about £365,000 a year, let's say, and on a verbal conversation they dealt everything without any further questioning. The customer was in fact earning about £30,000 a week, and he was funding his gambling habits by stealing from his employer. What a dumbass. On the one hand, I understand. The motives are clear, to make a lot of money on bets and their people's dependence on gambling. On the other hand, this devil-may-care attitude towards players, towards rules, regulations, and money laundering systems, guys, going against all that, that's just not the way it's gonna be. You have to get that. So of course it is good that they're trying to settle the rules of gambling in the European Union and even tighten the rules so that if you come across, for example, for some companies that you see that something is going wrong, you find out some irregulations, you will be able to take matters into your hands, and settle all these violations and to punish them in a cruel way, because that's what they deserve. That's it for today, guys, and I would like to finish this video by reminding you to punish them in a very cruel way, because that's what they deserve. I really hope that you obtained all the useful information you wanted from this review. And of course, remember that not all companies are trying to be fair with you, right? Tell me please, what do you think in the comment section below about today's review? And I would be really, really glad to read all your comments. Of course, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell reminder for more cool reviews. My name is Serge and you're watching Hex Gambling News. And remember, always gamble responsibly. See you soon.